Hey everybody, Randy Justice back with you today. Talk to you about the winter storm that is headed our way here to the Knoxville and East Tennessee and a lot of surrounding areas. It's going to start on Friday. The timing of the storm still appears to be somewhere between 10 a.m. and noon. It's Winter Storm Cora, as it's been named. And before we get there, though, I would really like to bring to our mind, in case anybody's not seen it. I don't know how anybody couldn't, but the tragedy that's going on out in California in the LA area and surrounding areas right now. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Just to bring you up to date on it, there's a lot of area on fire and a lot of people affected. We definitely need to be praying for those people. I'll show you a clip from John Schreiber. I hope I pronounced his name right. This comes from X. As you guys can see, it's devastating out there. Malibu's basically gone. Pacific Palisades is basically gone. For anybody in this area that remembers the fires we had here in Gatlinburg back in 2016, everybody that remembers that knows what these people are going through and knows that they need our prayers. With the winter storm we have coming, it really, I think, pales in comparison to what fire does and the devastation it comes out. The National Weather Service out of San Diego has a message for everybody out there. So if you're listening from California, here's what the National Weather Service in San Diego has to say. So the winds are what's really driving the fires out there, and that's something that they're not going to be out of the woods for a while. And I heard reports this morning that there's a lack of water in the hydrants. And so the firefighters are on the ground. They're there to battle the fires, but they have no resources to battle them with. Where the fault lies in that, I don't know. I mean, we can all Monday morning quarterback the whole situation, but the biggest takeaway is that the people of California need our prayers, and we just need to be thinking about them. So we're here today to talk about right here in Knoxville what we have going on, and we're going to talk about the snow. So this is from the National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center. As you can see by this map, there's a huge area that's going to be impacted Thursday through Saturday morning across the southeast, the mid-south, Midwest. There's just a huge area going to be impacted by this storm. We're definitely within the red area there, which is moderate winter impacts. And basically what that is a swath of heavy snowfall has a high chance, 50 to 80%, of leading to at least moderate winter impacts from the Red River of the South and southern Ozarks through the Mid-South and Tennessee Valley. Winter storm warnings are in effect for much of the region. So we are currently under a winter storm watch. And what that means is a watch means that conditions are favorable for significant winter weather. A warning will be it's happening at that time. It's definite. It's coming. It's going to be here. I'm sure we will be upgraded to one by Friday morning, if not sooner. But right now we are under that winter storm watch. For anybody that watched yesterday, I don't know if you remember, I told you my prediction, and there's a lot of people predicting all over the place. I think the people that are showing some of these models and stuff online, they're saying 12 inches a foot or way high amounts are way off base. They do that to get clicks on their videos. They do that to get, to draw you in. I mean, that's what they're doing, because the models that have been showing that it never comes out that way. Then there's a lot of people, just like last year's storm that we got here in Knoxville, that are still saying that we're going to get 3 inches, that we're going to get, there was one even yesterday I saw was still saying we're going to get a mix of rain and snow, and that's not the case. This is going to be an all snow event. But I said yesterday that my prediction was 6 inches. And the National Weather Service today on Morristown today is saying 4 to 6 inches right here in Knoxville and most of the surrounding area. I'm still, in my estimation, we'll see how good I am. I'm not a meteorologist, but you guys know that I do chase winter weather especially, and chase storms and weather. And I think that we will have 6 inches plus. Some areas will have a little higher amounts. There may be some of the outlying areas that have a little less. But I think overall we're going to have a good 6 inches of snow right here in Knoxville. And I know for a lot of our neighbors to the north and places that get snow all the time, that doesn't sound like a lot. But here in Knoxville, we don't get it. So anytime we have winter weather, especially because we don't have it every year this way, people don't know how to drive in it, and it causes a whole lot of problems. So the thing I'd say, as I said yesterday, the snow is coming, definitely. Some of the tips for icy roadways: lower your speed, don't use your cruise control, and leave extra space between you and other vehicles. We had a lot of accidents in that storm last year. A lot of people off in ditches. A lot of people got in trouble in the 8-inch snow that we had last year. So just be careful out there. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay at home is the best advice that I can give you, and that's exactly what everybody else would. As a first responder, as a former first responder, I can tell you that first responders are out there trying to get to emergency situations. If you get off in the ditch and you're not injured, or you bump into another car and there's not major damage or life-threatening injuries, they're not coming to you. It's not even a point of calling. Exchange your information and do what you need to do. But the more you're on the roadways and the more that you're out there getting in the way, especially if you've never driven in snow, and if you've got a four-wheel drive, just because you have one, if you've never driven in snow and ice, that doesn't mean just because you have a four-wheel drive that you can just go and do it. And the biggest thing that I see all the time, and it causes major accidents every time we have one of these, is people who think they can still do the maximum speed limit and above on ice and snow. It doesn't work. So if you're one of those people, just stop it. You're putting everybody out there on the road in danger, and there's no point in it and stuff. And you wouldn't want somebody to put your loved ones in danger, so don't you do it either. Because I don't care how good of a driver, whatever you think you are. I mean, I was trained when I was a first responder in emergency vehicle operations. I don't drive at the speed limit or above during these conditions, because no matter what your skills are, you can't do it, not safely. And it takes a lot longer to stop when your car starts sliding on snow and ice. And most people don't realize they don't know how to react when that happens. They'll turn their wheels the opposite way of the way you're sliding, and guess what? That does nothing. Turn into the slide, pump your brakes until you come to a safe stop. Do not just lock your brakes up, you're going to slide. Don't use your cruise control, leave it extra space. Anyway, guys, the winter weather's coming. Time frame again, from everything I see right now, still we're going to start with accumulating snowfall somewhere between 10 a.m. and noon on Friday. Of course, I'll be back with another update tomorrow if any of that changes. Again, guys, let's pray for everybody out there in California. That's just devastating, the fires that's going on. And, our winter storm, the inconvenience that some snow is going to bring us is nothing compared to the loss of life, the loss of property, the loss of everything those people are going through. Again, if you were back here in 2016 and went through the Gatlinburg fires, you know what that's like. So let's just let's keep them on our hearts and minds as we go through this. Anyway, again, I will be live streaming the winter storm on Friday. As far as I know, me and my wife will both be out, just like we did last year. Thank you for all of the subscribers that came on board with us last year during that storm and that stayed with us for the past year. If you've not subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so. Hit that notification bell when I upload another one of these reports, or when I go live on Friday, chasing the winter storm here in Knoxville and bringing you guys the road conditions and just the impacts and what's going on. As always, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you back again tomorrow, or if there's an update that needs to come out sooner, I'll be back on. But again, see you guys tomorrow with the latest update on the winter storm head this way. Everybody have a great day and be safe.